In this question, we're told that a square with side length of x centimeters is inside a circle. Each vertex on the square is on the circumference of the circle. We're told that the area of the circle is 49 centimeters squared, and we need to work out the value of x, giving our answer correct to three significant figures. Now the first thing that we can do is to draw a diagram to represent this information. Now looking at the diagram, we can see that we have a square inside the circle, and each vertex lies on the circumference. We can also see that the side length of the square is equal to x centimeters. And we also know that the area of the circle is equal to 49 centimeters squared. Now to find the value of x, we can use Pythagoras. By joining the two opposite corners in our square, we can see that we now have the diameter of the circle. And we've now ended up with a right-angled triangle, which we can use to find x. Because we're given the area of the circle, we can find the length of the diameter. We know that the area is equal to pi r squared, and so we can say that 49 equals pi r squared, and so r squared is equal to 49 over pi, and therefore r is equal to root 49 over pi. And we should leave this in third form and in terms of pi for the time being. Now we know that the diameter is twice the radius, and so we can say that d equals 2r, which is equal to 2 multiplied by root 49 over pi, and so we have a diameter of 7.89865417 centimeters, and so we can label this on our diagram. Now let's use Pythagoras in order to find the value of x. Now in Pythagoras, we know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and so given our right-angled triangle, we can say that x squared plus x squared is equal to the diameter squared, which is 7.89865417 all squared. And using our calculator to find the diameter squared, we can say that 2x squared is equal to 62.3887369. We can now say that x squared, well, dividing both sides by 2, x squared is equal to 31.194368885, and finally we can say that x is equal to the square root of 31.194 ... and so x is equal to 5.585191926, and giving our answer to three significant figures, we can say that x is equal to 5.59 centimeters. This question is worth 4 marks, so let's take a look at where these marks are allocated. Now the first mark is the use of pi r squared in order to find the diameter of the circle. We said that pi r squared equals 49, and we found that the diameter is equal to 7.89865417, giving us that first mark. Now that second mark is for setting up an equation using Pythagoras. We said that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and so x squared plus x squared is equal to the diameter squared, which we set up over here. Now that third mark is for rearranging to find x squared is equal to 31.194368885. And that fourth and final mark is for square rooting to find the value of x and rounding this answer correctly to three significant figures, and so we found that x is equal to 5.59 centimeters, allowing us to get the full marks needed for this question.